Welcome to our studio. Please watch the video till the end.
6 bizarre structures found in the middle of nowhere. Destruction of the Guidestones. The residents have dubbed this mysterious monument in Georgia as American Stonehenge. These Georgia Guidestones were a strange collection of 6 granite tablets arranged in the shape of a star and have been denounced as devilish. The person has engraved certain rules on these rocks that guide people to restore humanity after an apocalypse. This stone stood 19 feet tall and was erected back in 1980. The person that commissioned the Guidestone was extremely wealthy and went under the name R.C. Christian. There are several conspiracy theories revolving around the American Stonehenge, including rumors that the New World Order or the devil was behind the Guidestones. The inscription is written in 8 different languages: English, Russian, Mandarin Chinese, Arabic, Classical Hebrew, Swahili, Hindi and Spanish. The monument describes how mankind could thrive in harmony with the earth as long as a series of rules were followed, and the words "Let these be guidestones to an age of reason" are engraved on it. Its main role was to keep the world population at 500 million or fewer. Unfortunately, in 2022 it was partially demolished because of a strike. The state tourist website states that the rock serves as an astronomical calendar, and every day at noon the sun shines through a narrow hole in the structure and illuminates the day's date on an engraving. The doorway to underworld. As the local calls it, this doorway to the underworld is 1 kilometer, 0.6 miles, long and 86 meters, 282 feet, deep, and it keeps getting bigger every year. Situated in Siberia miles away from the civilization, the Batagaya crater is officially called a megaslump or thermokarst and is the largest thaw slump in the world. The story behind this growing crater goes back to the 1960s when deforestation was taking place in the Siberian wilderness. Because of this, the ground was exposed to intense heat, and as a result, the soil got warm, and the permafrost hiding underneath began to thaw. Eventually, the ice melted away completely, and the ground caved in, forming a crater, which researchers think is unusual and unique from other craters in Swiss. A researcher named Frank Gunder revealed that the head wall of the crater has grown by an average of 10 meters, 33 feet, per year, and in warmer years, the growth has been up to 30 meters, 98 feet, per year. The hole has gotten so big that its sedimentary layers have revealed 200,000 years worth of Earth's geological history. Although it doesn't actually lead to the underground world, the Batagaya crater would soon have its own cave system. Kaf Palace. This palace in Saudi Arabia is an interesting structure built in the middle of nowhere. At the main gate of this massive desert fortress is actual documentation chiseled into the rocks that give the details of the construction. People who know the language can understand how exactly the palace was made so long ago. The construction was ordered by Prince Nawaf bin Salman, and this palatial building served as a station on the ancient caravan route in the northern Arabian Peninsula. Not only was this built in the middle of the desert, but it also had a military stronghold that looked over the surrounding flatlands. The Kaf Palace camouflages with the surrounding area since it is made with a finely textured stone which is of the same color as the sand. Standing erect for over 700 years, this massive structure is surprisingly in a good condition. The Kaf Palace still resides old council building, the palace mosque, the women's residence, several warehouses, and many kitchens. There is even a prison that had once been used for holding all manner of law offenders and traitors. Forgotten Fortress. Recently, in the year 2020, archaeologists in Iran excavated a forgotten fortress in the city of Dasht. They first came across some pottery fragments which ultimately led them to the discovery. They found this long-lost palace in the middle of nowhere, among the arid plains with intense heat and bleached blue sky. Archaeologists believe that the fortress was at least restored thrice throughout the centuries. After studying the site, it was concluded that the castle was constructed during the reign of Shapur I, also known as Shapur the Great. He was the second king of the Sassanid dynasty and ruled the ancient city of D- from 241 say 272. Under his leadership, the empire stretched from Sogdiana and Iberia, Georgia, in the north to the Mizan region of Arabia in the south. In the east, it extended to the Indus River, and in the west to the upper Tigris and Euphrates rivers valleys. In 2018, UNESCO added an ensemble of Sasanian historical cities in southern Iran, titled Sassanid Archaeological Landscape of Fars region, to its World Heritage List. Unfortunately, nothing much is known about the fortress as it has been recently discovered. However, archaeologists hope that further digging would lead them to more evidence. Kranzstein Castle. This one was not constructed on a plateau or carved on an overhang, it's right on the sheer face of a flat cliff. Situated in Switzerland, this ruined hill fortress is literally located at the side of the mountain, and nobody knows who built it. To enter this castle, there is a small opening, otherwise, the person would have to scale hundreds of feet straight up. On the outside of this strange palace, there is a towering shell-like wall, but on the inside, it descends into a series of natural caves and grottos. Nobody knows who constructed this castle and why, however, as the name suggests, it must have been owned by the Kranzstein family. The fortification is positioned in such a way that it seems like the castle was made to serve as a defensive residence for a local distinguished family. The name of Kranzstein goes back to the Middle High German word Kropf, meaning an outgrowth of the neck or growth. It is likely associated with the small noble family of von Kranzstein from Loving in the district of Surselva that may have built or acquired the castle. Researchers believe it was probably constructed around the year 1312, however, after the demise of the Kranzstein family, the castle fell into disrepair and was eventually abandoned. Judiculla Rock. This rock is the greatest archaeological mystery in the United States, located deep in the mountains of North Carolina. It is a sandstone boulder with some 1,500 designs carved into it by the Cherokee, and is about 16 feet long by 11 feet wide, dating back to around 2000 BC. The Cherokee were known to hold ceremonies around the rock and would camp in the area. They used a similar type of rock called soapstone to carve out pipes, beads, bowls, and all kinds of things. The people of Cherokee associated the rock with a mythical creature named Judiculla or Tzalkalu. The rock may have served as a boundary marker for Cherokee hunting grounds, which were guarded by the legendary giant and master of animals, Judiculla. The great slant-eyed giant was believed to live on the southwestern slope and was so powerful that he could control the wind, rain, thunder, and lightning. According to legend, Judiculla was the one who made the marks on the stone when he was jumping from one mountain top to another. With time, the rock is eroding and the pictographs are fading away, therefore, a committee has been set up to preserve the slab.
Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.